This is Television Southwest. Now with a later than scheduled programme, Vertical Slice. Before then, a small portion of music. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Vertical Slice. I'm Gareth, and today we shall be slicing into Empire Total War. Ooh, the screen is shaking, which must mean that things are happening. So, Empire Total War. It's now a pretty old game, actually, when you come to think about it. I think it came out in 2009? Yeah, that sounds right. Rome, the Total War series has continued quite a long way since then, and now I'm still on this one. I have yet to catch up. So I think Rome 2 was released very recently, and they changed the title around. It's now called Total War Rome 2. Before that, there was Shogun 2, and before that there was Napoleon. But I am still here back on Empire, which focuses on the rise of America and the growth of the Empire era, basically. So I am going to load my main game. I've been playing this since 2011, as you can see, so still a long way from the end of the game, but we will load in. So I am playing, of course, the British Empire, as is custom, because this is when the British Empire really made its very large-scale expansion across the world. Empire Total War takes place in a much larger game space than probably any other game. I don't know if Napoleon has such a large world, but there are basically three main theatres of war. We have the European theatre, the Indian subcontinent theatre, and the Americas theatre. So let's go back over here. So here is London, the capital of my civilization. Let's have a look at our government. So there are four main areas of the game, two main areas. This overview kind of grand strategy game, which is played in turn-based, and then there is also the real-time strategy of the individual battles which occur, which we will hopefully get to look at in a little bit. But before then, let's have a look at this. So the national summary, our monarch, we're a constitutional monarchy, of course, so our monarch is George I. He's only just taken over from, I think it was King William III died a few years ago, so he's taken over. And we also have a government, an elected government, quite popular because we have made some very big gains in terms of this over here, France. So in this world, France as a nation has ceased to exist. The French no longer exist. So I have taken the whole of the main France. The region of Alsace-Lorraine is now, I'm attacking it, basically. The rebels hold it. The rebels used to be under French control, but when Paris fell and then the other region where the leaders of the French had gone to fell as well, basically every remaining French territory, so over in the New World we also have some other French territories down here, like that's the Iroquois Confederacy. What's that? That's the Quaupor rebels, yeah. And up here in Newfoundland, that's also under rebel control as well. So all of these were former French outposts, which are now under rebel control. So I've eliminated France. I am tried in terms of diplomacy to play it as diplomatic as possible. I always think that the best way to get to world domination is to make everyone's friends with you and then turn your back on them. So I am trading with most of the major partners, apart from Spain, who went to war with me when I declared war on France, and Sweden, who for some reason just hate me. I don't understand why the Swedes hate me. And then they asked for peace, and so I declared peace, and then they declared war on me again. So, you can't trust the Swedes in this game. Normally, Swedes very nice, of course. But I am trying to trade with as many different countries as possible, and we have lots and lots of minor nations as well. You'll see here we have 13 colonies. So at this point in real life, of course, the United Kingdom was making Great Britain, we're not the United Kingdom yet, Great Britain was making very big expansion into America. So in order to make this game a little fairer and make it so that you have a bit more of a challenge when you're playing as Britain, the American colonies are not actually under your direct control originally. They are run by... So it's a separate country at the moment. But there is a mission over here which says that the 13 colonies will join me if I can capture Georgia, Cherokee Territory, and New France. So I've captured New France from the French. We still have to capture Georgia. I think from down here it's currently under the control of the Cherokee Nations. And, I don't even know where the other one is. I think it's over here. I think it might be under the control of the Cherokee Nations as well. Yeah, probably Cherokee Territory. Yeah, it's under the control of the Cherokee Nations. So unfortunately, we would probably have to wipe them out. But, that's the way it goes in world conquest, isn't it? All of this, you can fire ministers, but I don't know why you would. I mean, Engelbert Speer is the Prime Minister, and he's not that great, but John Smith is Chancellor of the Exchequer, and he is really good. I don't know if that's the same John Smith as the famous financier. Could be. I think there was another John Smith who was Chancellor of the Exchequer. But trade is a good way of making money, so we have lots and lots of trade routes. On the theatre stages, there are also these little ones here, which are basically just for trading. So we have in Brazil quite a few of... jam there for a second. Don't know why that's happening. Quite a few of these... zoom down. Galleons here, which are opening trade routes and hopefully generating money. So, quick rundown of the characters you can move about. So we have rakes here. Rakes are basically spies. That's what they do. They infiltrate cities. What's our chance? 77. Let's try it. So he's going to spy on Philadelphia. Oh dear. I hope that didn't ruin our relationship with the 13 colonies, because I want them to be subsumed into the British Empire soon. But they can also assassinate people, and they can also disrupt buildings, demolish buildings. Then we also have missionaries. These are missionaries of the US. They convert areas to the local population, your state-sanctioned religion. So over here in the UK, or over in Ireland, I should say, you can see the majority of the population is Catholic. Originally, that was like 80% was Catholic, but I have a missionary, George Bellamy, who is slowly converting the population to Protestantism. So eventually, hopefully, that should cause there to be much more peaceful in the area. But at the moment, there's religious unrest, which is not good. But relatively, people are happy in Ireland, and also in Edinburgh. I think we could do with 30% of the population is Catholic there. But you can see over in Britain, it currently has 90%? Yeah, 90% of it. But it's slowly going up. Same again in France. They're majority Catholic, but I have an agent here who is working to bring them into line with everything. It doesn't play a massive role, religion, in this game, unlike in previous ones where there was a much larger focus on it. The final thing is gentlemen, and they are researchers. So I have this gentleman here who is looking at this enemy faction. So we're going to try and duel someone. Let's try and duel Arnold Brackenhooch. Let's see what happens. Gets out his sword. Okay, so the duel takes place. They're doing it with swords, not pistols. Oh God! Did my guy die? Oh dear. Well, someone met their untimely demise. Oh dear. Ooh. Ashes to ashes. Dust to dust. So, oh, I won. He died. My opponent was killed. So that's great. So that's a way of getting rid of people who you don't want to without losing any face. So, you know, people won't dislike you because of doing that. But I'm currently allied to the United Provinces, the Netherlands. So that's good. And then the final part, of course, the most important part, is making war. So we have Terence Bacon here, who is assaulting the Alsace-Lorraine region, which is currently held by the rebels. I think the rebels are in a terrible state. They have hardly any army. Some militia, some flintlock pistols, quite a few artillery, but, you know, artillery can only help go so far. So that is basically the main strategy game. It runs up until 1800, the main game, so it can go on for quite a while. And you can see I'm only in 1722, so a long way to go. In terms of helping to expand your country, you can build buildings in various towns and stuff. The main city of each region, you can see that is the movement. Everything in green is where the army currently in that city can move to in this turn. The main region is controlled by one city, and you can build a variety of buildings there. But then you can also choose little towns around the place to be, you know, responsible for something. So this one is a vineyard. It creates, you know, wine, so that helps trade. That goes back to London or whatnot. There are now two types of battles, or I should say this is the first game which introduced ship battles. The ship battles look absolutely fantastic. They look gorgeous. The main problem with it is that there is very little actual strategy to fighting in the ship battles. You basically want your ships to line in a straight line and not to intersect each other, otherwise cannons might crash into each other. So anyway, I think we should assault Alsace-Lorraine. We have a good-sized army here, led by Terence Bacon, as I said before. All of them nicely, you know, they've got nice lots of stuff, so let's go for it. And you can see the balance of power is in my favour. Flintlock armed citizenry, yeah, they haven't got much. I think we should win this. So let us assault. So, the Total War series has always been set apart from Civilization because it has these real-time battles, whereas Civilization is purely turn-based. Isn't it turn-based? I think it's turn-based. I can say I've never actually played a Civilization game, so I can't make any comment on if they're better or worse than the Total War games. I have always enjoyed the Total War games. Played a lot of Medieval 2, played a lot of Rome Total War as well. I think Empire is better than Medieval 2, because the problem with Medieval 2 was it got a bit too complicated. There were too many characters to move around. There was too much to think about. We are going to get our men here into a nice formation. So, okay, that's good. Let's put them there. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm going to put our artillery. Let's get them up on this hill over here. So we'll put them there, and we won't unlimber them, which means to set them up ready for firing. We'll just move them to the front of that hill when we stop deployment. The general, he can sit over here on the hill as well. And then we've got a load of horse over here. I think they can stay there as well. So we're assaulting this fort over here. And I fully expect that the enemy will have put up all of their cannons on the walls so that they can start shooting at us the minute we start to do this. But my plan is to basically bring everyone forward, have the cannons break a hole in the wall there, but then bring all the foot soldiers forward and assault the walls, get them to scale the walls, because in hand-to-hand combat, my soldiers should win easily. So let us end the deployment. Okay. Right, so let's just pause quickly. Right, move the artillery forward to there. Select all of the infantry. And move the infantry forward to here. Okay, go for it. So they will try to stay in formation as much as possible. Oh god, that was a bad hit. Oh, we lost someone. This is why they need to keep moving. Keep moving. So now we'll let them set into position. So you can see over in the enemy base, they are firing cannons. They've only got very small cannons, but still they can do just as much damage. And they've got a lot of militiamen here, and then down in the square we've got some gendarmerie protecting the main square. Okay. You can get right in close and look at your soldiers as they march. It's nice, it's cool. They all look slightly different. Oh dear! That's not good. Not good at all. Keep walking. Do not stop. Okay. Are these guys in position? You in position? They seem to be walking very slowly. I'd say, yeah, they're in position. Unlimber. Go for it. Are they unlimbering? It's difficult to tell. Oh, the horse ran out of the gates and they're running back in again. They were just having a look outside. They couldn't remember what was out here. Then they saw the British army approaching and were like, yep, we better go in. Don't want to be out here. Close the gates! Oh no, leave the gates open. Oh, that's useful. We'll just walk in. We'll just walk straight in. Okay. They are still making their way slowly but surely towards the walls. I think we'll give them some orders now to attack the walls. So you come round and scale there. You, I want you to scale there. You, I want you to scale there. And you, I want you to scale there. Right, are these firing? I want you to make a hole in the wall there. Go for it. Nice. Okay, yep, damage the wall, 13%. We are making progress. We are losing 1 or 2 men, but hopefully, if they keep this up, they should be okay. We might want to move some horse forward. So, not a particularly useful battle for the horse, because, of course, they're all on the walls, and there's no way the horse can get up there. I think these cannons are a bit useless. Are they? How on earth can they fire? Are they firing over the walls? I don't know. Go for it. What are they doing? They're just firing directly into their own wall. The AI is a bit stupid sometimes. Oh dear, oh, we lost some more men. God, keep walking. How's our cannon doing? Are they knocking down this wall? It's 27%. I want you to also go up there. Don't go onto this side because, you know, might get injured. We'll move the horse into a closer position. Oh. What on earth are those cavalry doing? Hopefully not lost too many men walking up here. I could have made them run, but then they get tired and they wouldn't fight as well. So losing some men may be the best policy. Oh, a nice full barrage into the wall there. Oh, and up here on the walls the militia are firing down on my infantry, as expected. Again, we'll lose some men because of that. God, that was a bad hit there. We lost like 6 people. But now they are, there you go, they're running forward and hopefully about to scale the walls. Just hanging out there? Fine. Just, alright. It's a very beautiful view, yes. Scale, don't go in there. Can you... You don't seem to be doing what I want you to do, so I'm just gonna say go there, because I don't want you to walk over to this bit where you'll be in the view of the cannons. Are they scaling the wall? Yes, they are. Brilliant. They've put up things. So the enemy is outmanned here, really. We should take them easily, and my men are better trained, but... Where are they going? Where are they even going? Are they walking through the gate? I have no idea where those people are going. Why they aren't trying to go up the wall. Those guys are... Oh, they're throwing their grappling hooks. Whoosh. Ooh, weird. Weird how the camera gets out of focus when I look up like that. Tilt shift type thing going on there. Okay, they're up on the walls and fighting. No, still don't know where those people are going. The wall, they're going to walk straight into the view, straight into the path of... If they keep doing that, they're going to walk straight into the path of the cannon. I know the cannon is pretty consistently hitting the wall, but still, seems a bit stupid to me. I think our soldiers might actually be losing here. Because we haven't got any... There's no backup. Alright, you... Oh wait, they've assaulted the thing, okay. I was wondering what they were doing. No, these guys still haven't a clue where they're going. The AI really can be very silly. Oh, there we go. We have made the breach in the wall. Let us halt. Fire at will. Because we don't want them to accidentally fire on our own people. Let's run over here. Engage. I could get the dragoons ready to run in, but I don't think it's that necessary. Oh, we've captured the gatehouse. So now the gate will actually be open. Probably did not need to knock down the wall. Bit of OTT gesture. Where did they go then? They're still running over here, and they turned around. Oh dear. They realised that it was futile going that way. They've realised they went the wrong way, and now they have to run back. And all these men just hanging around. Yeah, it's very important you stand there. Oh, I think we've mainly... Oh, you guys, hand to hand over here. So you too. Well, we captured another gatehouse. Run! I should probably have told them to put on their bayonets, but I want them to be able to shoot again. At the moment we only have plug bayonets, so that means that once you've put stuffed the bayonet into the front of the rifle, you can no longer use it as a rifle anymore. Can you fire on the enemy, please? Where are you going? Fine, attack over here then. You gonna do anything? It sometimes is very infuriating that they get flummoxed by walls and they just stand around and do stuff like that when you tell them to attack. Fine. Just attack for real then. Well done. Move in. Attack the rebels. You guys, run in and attack those guys. Don't let them shoot at you. Run! Run through the gap! The dragoons, come and occupy the square. Actually, no, come and attack these guys. I don't really know what's happening here. It's a bit chaotic. I think we're mainly killing the rebels over here. It's difficult to tell. We've lost quite a few men, I think, from that regiment. 29 are left. Yeah, that regiment didn't do well. Okay, our dragoons are in and are running towards. These guys should be very easy to take out because they are just not suited for major warfare. Especially against heavily armed dragoons. Brunswicker dragoons. Okay, the countdown clock has started because I occupied the main square. Oh, they're fleeing. They're running. Not much of an enemy left now. Hey, what? Attack those guys! Oh, the general has been killed. The enemy general. Good, not my general. I think my general's still away out over there somewhere. Okay, occupy the square then. Did we get everyone up there? I think we did. I think they're all dead. Okay, come off the walls then. Oh, there we go. So you can end the battle right now or chase down the remaining enemy. There's no reason to chase down the remaining enemy here because they're just rebels, so which means that they'll cease to exist. Oh, wait. I shouldn't have done that. I should have pressed end battle. Oh, there we go. It made the battle end already. Close victory. I wouldn't call that close at all. What's it talking about? Close victory. That was a crushing victory for me. I bet hardly anyone got killed. 161 men. That's not really... Well, it's quite a lot, actually. So some of their experience improved. More experienced troops fight better, but of course, if you then supplement them with fresh troops, their experience goes down again. And so you'll have to do that regularly. But now, the Alsace-Lorraine region is mine. It's under my control. So we will have to repair some buildings, unfortunately, that got damaged during the fighting. So this as well, the craft workshops, and that as well, the mill buildings. And let's move. So all of these will also need replenishing with some people because some of their number unfortunately did not make it. So let's try and add. There you go. We add people to that, and it no longer exists as a regiment. Gets subsumed. Okay, I think that is all the ones that need adding. So yeah, the regiment of horse will need putting up. We can't actually do anything at the moment because the military barracks is damaged, but we will upgrade to roads because it's always good to improve infrastructure across the country. And so the game continues like that really for another 80 years. So in 1799 I will the eventual objective is that I will have conquered 35 regions, 35 regions by 1799, including all these regions here. So all the regions in red on the map. So some in very northern India, Florida I still need, and Egypt, and Gibraltar. So basically a lot of stuff which in real life Britain did conquer. And yes, the ship battles, like I said, they're really good, and I would have shown you one if I had one ultimately lined up. I'm doing very well down in the Caribbean. We've just conquered Hispaniola from Spain, and I'm looking next to conquer Cuba, because the Spanish have left all this very undefended. They have hardly anything here. And so I have a kind of like major port which is making good ships, like that's a 5th-rate ship. We can also make 4th-rate ship of the lines, which are very large, much larger stuff. And so for all of these things you get lots of historical information, which is great. It's always good when they put in that stuff which tells you about what the ships were like in real life. But yeah, that is Empire Total War. I recommend it if you enjoy, or if you have a lot of time on your hands, because it will take you a long time to play it. And it's a big time sink. You can see each of these things with rotating things means that we can upgrade it. So I could upgrade this plantation of sugar, but it says it's only a meager yield. So really, that's not a vital upgrade. We probably want to upgrade something that is making a lot of money. Let's see up here. Oh, I just conquered up here. We destroyed some Indians who had been living up here, and we're now. You can see the population is 100% animism. Again, I brought a missionary to convert them all to Protestantism. And we're building a port there as well, so hopefully that's another trade route back to the New World. So all of these green lines on the map are trade routes running back, so that goes to Europe. And then different colour lines you can see over here mean that the trade route is shared by multiple countries. My ship is there because that means it is pirating enemy trade, so I don't think any trade is getting through for Sweden at the moment. No trade for Spain either, because those are my enemies. Be friends with Britain if you want to get trade in the New World, basically. So, that is Empire Total War. A good game. I will keep playing this. I hope to, eventually one day I'll finish a main campaign game of Total War. I still haven't done it. Maybe I think the last time was Rome. I played a full game of Rome and was the Western Roman Empire. But apart from that, I didn't manage to finish the main game of Medieval 2. It just took a very long time to do any turn. I like to micromanage. I like to make sure that every building is correct and that every person has moved all their regions. So, all of your gentlemen have moved and all of your rakes have moved and have done something and all of your fleets are all right and there are enough people. So you can get very micromanagey if you want, but also at the other same time you can just set everything to auto construct auto-managed construction, auto-managed taxes, which would mean that it would select the buildings it thinks you want, and just build them. And you would only need to focus on the battles. Ooh, low public order in France. Yeah, well, that's the French not being happy. I did exempt them from tax for a lot of the time, but finally we've got resistance down to a relatively good level. But it'll take a lot more than that. Anyway, I will leave you now. It's coming up to 10 o'clock, maybe time to think about getting ready for bed. So I will leave you with the TSW clock and just enough time to say good night, and hope you have a very nice sleep. Good night.